Hello, sweet friends. Okay, I'm going on a different adventure tonight. I'm making something I've never made. Y'all may have been seeing this surfacing around, but it is the new In-N-Out burger. I'm calling it an onion burger. I think it has a different name, but I can't remember quite what it is. But basically what it is you do two big slices of onion in place of a bun, and then you do two real thin little patties with cheese and some sauce on it. So I'm going to try that. I had some ground beef in the fridge, and I thought, what better time to try this? And I had all the stuff. I didn't have to go to the store, so that's what I'm doing. Let me show you what I have going here. So I have my two slices of onion. I just have them over here slow cooking in my skillet. They're already falling apart on me, so it's probably more than likely going to be a fork kind of burger. And then I have my two, I had those separated because I had the onions on there. But my two little things of ground beef here or ground chuck, I'm going to smash these out, make them really thin. After I get my onions out, I'm going to fry them in that grease. Or I have a little bit of oil and butter in there, just a tad. But this is like the new thing there. I have eaten at In-N-Out one time. We don't have one around here, but we were in Austin, Texas. I think it was back last year. And there was one close to where we were staying, and I tried it one day for lunch, and it was so good. I got the, they offered the lettuce wrap type kind then, which I love because y'all know I don't love bread. But it was so good. But y'all, I'm telling you, if any of y'all are watching around Austin, Texas, just let me tell y'all, I am so jealous. I loved that area. I would love to go back. We stayed in a little place, I think it was called Cedar Park, if that's what's coming to mind. It was like a little town right outside of Austin, and y'all, I loved it. There were so many hiking trails like within a few miles of there. The place we were at was beautiful. There was like a big pond sort of thing behind where we were staying, and it had ducks, and there were birds, and there were sculptures and paintings. It was beautiful. I would love to go back there one day. But anyway, long story short, that's where I ate In-N-Out the one time that I've had it. But of course, like I said, this wasn't a thing then, but it is a big thing now, and I've been seeing it surfacing all over, and I thought, well, I've got to try that. So y'all let me know if you've tried it, or if you're interested in trying it, because that's what we're going to do. But anyway, I'm just going to let these onions slow cook a little bit longer. Like I said, they're already falling apart, so I don't know how they're able to keep them together so good. Maybe I'm using a different kind of onion. But anyway, I'm going to smash my little burgers out here, and I'll come back and we're going to fry them up, and we're going to make a delicious sauce to go on them. Okay, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get these out. I can't keep them together. I am trying, but they are not wanting to stay together. They're just falling apart. So this one looks better than the other one. So we're going to make this our bottom piece, and this one will be our top piece. Let's see. I'm trying to keep it as good as, see there, don't you look at that. And then these are the little ones, pieces on the side that come off. I don't know if I cut into my onion or what. I maybe should have gotten another onion out and tried it, but anyway, so there's that. And then on our bottom slice of onion, let me find me a little piece of cheese here. On your bottom slice, you're supposed to put one little piece of cheese, so I'm going to lay that on there. And then I'm just going to move this to the side while we cook our little burgers, okay? And let me tell y'all, I seasoned those onions with a little bit of garlic salt and a little bit of pepper, and that's it. And I cooked them in butter and olive oil, just a tad. All right, so we're going to get some parchment paper here to press these out on. And I'll show y'all, I think I've showed y'all before how I like to do this, but I'll show you again. So I'm going to put that down on the parchment paper. And I'm going to put this on the other side. Put that on top. And I'm just going to, I'll just use my same plate here that has my stuff on it, a little saucer. And I'm just going to smash that down. Just as much as you can, okay? There we go. You see, that makes the perfect little flat burger. It works so good. Okay, so let's see. Let's do the other one, and then we're going to, well, I guess I better go ahead and season this one and put it in. I'm all over the place with this, y'all. So this is how it is when making something new. Alright, so let's go ahead and season this so we can put it seasoned side down. I'm going to do a little bit of Creole. Y'all just bear with me with this. This is totally new. I'm going to do a little bit of my Greek Cavenders. Not much, just a tad. And then a little bit of, let's see, should I do black pepper? Let's do a little bit of garlic powder. Just a tiny bit. Rub that around. And then we're going to take some mustard as our binder. And we're going to squeeze some of that on there. And they say to do this too, so here we go. Alright. Now we're just going to put this down here in our skillet. Get it over here, and we're going to do our other one. Same way. Put that on there. Our parchment paper on top. I feel like even if we got to eat this with a fork, y'all, it's going to be good. Let me mash that on that a little bit more. Okay. Y'all tell me if y'all have ever had this. Alright, we're going to do this the same way. We're going to do a little bit of our Greek. A little bit of our Creole. Now you don't want to do salt because both of these seasons have salt. Remember that. And then a little bit of garlic. Not much. And then some mustard. Let me crank it on up, back up. Okay. The same thing. We're going to put this down, and then I'll season the other sides once I get this in there. I don't want my burger to tear up. I done tore my onions all up. Okay. Now, get rid of this. Wipe my hands off. I'm just going to let these cook up. I'm going to season the other sides of this, y'all. But first, I want to show y'all my flowers. So, my friends sent me this beautiful bouquet the other day on Kanan's birthday. If y'all notice, they're purple and yellow. He loved LSU. So, of course, this is in honor of him. And they are beautiful. They smell so good. That little flower shop does the best little bouquets, I'm telling you. They're so, and they last for so long. They look so good. And then today, while me and Bella went out hiking, there's this little place that's right down the road that always has the biggest spread of buttercups. And I thought, well, I wonder if they're out yet. Sure enough, they were. This always brightens my day. It makes me feel like that spring is on the way, winter is almost over. I know it's not over yet, so I try to not get too excited. But aren't these beautiful, y'all? And so it just always just makes me smile to get these. I've had such a hard time here lately. I mean, y'all just have no idea. I'm not saying that for sympathy. I'm saying that because I'm so thankful that I had such a good day today. Today was a good day. Felt good. It was so nice to get out, and I got these, and so it just, yeah, it's kind of like a relief sometimes just to have a good day when you've been going through something. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to season the other side of these burgers, and I'm going to come back here in just a second, and we're going to make our sauce. Okay, y'all, now we're going to make our sauce. I'm going to pull my hair up, though, first before I get doing this sauce. That's something else I wanted to tell y'all. A couple times whenever I have had my hair down, I've had so many people ask me if I have extensions or what kind of extensions you have. I do not have any kind of extensions. This is all my hair. It may look that way just because I have like some of these shorter pieces up here, but that's just kind of layered to kind of thin it out a little bit. But up until I was probably 30 years old, I wore hair this long. And then one day, I literally cut it to here. And then I wore that hairstyle for years, and I never thought I'd have my hair this long again. And then finally, a few years ago, I guess maybe 2 years ago or so, I decided I was going to quit cutting, just doing a trim, but not cutting it. And so now I have it this long again. I don't know how long I'll keep it, but I've enjoyed it. It's different. But anyway, let me make our sauce. And no, I'm not washing my hands after I touch my hair. It's clean, and I'm the only one eating this food. For people that like to fuss about that. Most of y'all don't, and I love y'all for that. All right, so this sauce, y'all, I'm not going to make nowhere near the amount that it calls for, but I will tell y'all the recipe that it calls for. I'm just going to make a little bit because I'm not going to need much for this one burger, okay? So it calls for... Well, let me make this up real quick, and then I'll tell y'all so we don't get confused. All right, so your main thing is mayo. Okay, so I put in about a tablespoon, and then I'll tell y'all what the recipe said to use. All right, so I did 1 tablespoon of mayo. Give me another spoon. And then I'm going to do about, I don't know, some pickled relish. I think maybe around a teaspoon or so. Okay. And now this is sweet relish. All right. And then it calls for ketchup. And I'm just going to put a little bit in. Because like I said, I'm making a little bit. I'm just going to finish off this little bottle, I think. Okay. About a teaspoon of ketchup I put in. And then it calls for sugar. I'm not going to put any sugar in because I have the sweet relish and the ketchup. And then it calls for white vinegar. So I'm just going to do a little splash because I'm not making much. Okay? And then a little bit of mustard. And we'll see. I don't know. I've never made this sauce before. I'm just guessing at it. Kind of like I do everything else. So let's mix this up, y'all. And I'm going to taste it and see if it tastes okay. Well, it looks about right. That's kind of how it looked on the pictures that I seen. So let's see. Let me use my little relish spoon here and I'll taste it. Yeah. It tastes pretty good. Alright. So let me tell y'all the recipe that I found for this sauce, and then you can make however much or little of it you want. So the recipe calls for 1/3 cup of mayonnaise, 4 tablespoons of pickled relish. It didn't say sweet or dill. I used sweet. All right, 3 tablespoons of ketchup, 1 teaspoon of sugar, which y'all know I didn't put in, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, 1 teaspoon of mustard. Okay, now I feel like that's going to make a lot of sauce, and I knew I did not want that much, didn't need that much, so that's why I just kind of did a little spoon of this and a little spoon of that, and I feel like y'all can do the same depending on how much you're making, and then kind of taste it and go from there. So that's what I did, and like I said, I put everything in it except for the sugar. I think I will add a little bit more ketchup because I didn't get much in there. So this is one of those things you can just put it in there and taste it and go with it. Okay, y'all, let's put this burger together. I'm excited about it. I'm about to starve to death. And we're fixing to see. So I have my, oh, well, I guess I need to melt my cheese. I have my burgers here that I just kind of set them off of the heat over here. So I'm going to turn these back on for just a second to melt that cheese real good. Move them back over here in this. I may drizzle a little bit of that butter and stuff over the top to melt it. And then we're going to put this together. And so another thing with this recipe, you're supposed to eat them with these, eat the burger with these little peppers. Very different, very strange, but I love it because I don't, or I'm loving the idea of it because I don't love a bun. So I think I may like it, and I hope y'all do too. But anyway, let me just let this cheese melt for just a second. I know I'm rambling on. And I'll come back and we're going to put this together. Okay, y'all, let's layer this thing up. Let's see. So you want to put your cheese on the bottom part of your onion slice, okay? And then you're going to put one of your burgers on top of that. And then I'm guessing the reason why you have a slice of cheese between everything is that it's going to help hold it together. So another thing that I'm going to do different, I've seen in the recipe that they just kind of put the sauce on with each bite, but I'm just going to go ahead and just put some on right here. Just a little bit. And then if we want to dip it or add extra, you can. So I'm just going to do that. And then you put your other burger on there. And then your last onion slice. And so you have the cheese here to hold it together. But my onion's not wanting to stay together good. Y'all, I'm telling you what, with In-N-Out being a drive-thru, I can't imagine going through a drive-thru and getting this. I mean, you talk about a mess trying to drive down the road and eat this, but I will tell you, it looks amazing. Look at this thing, y'all. Does that not look so good? And then, like I said, you're supposed to eat it with these little peppers. Alright, so since this is crazy hot, and that way I don't have to keep y'all waiting, I'm just going to cut into it. Now, if you by yourself and if you just want to wait a while and let it cool and try to just pick it up like a burger and eat it, that's fine. But I'm just not going to do that with y'all. I mean, it would be such a mess, but don't look pretty. Let's look at it before I have to cut it. But it looks great. It looks just like all the ones that I've seen. That cheese is so nice and melted, and it looks beautiful. Alright, so let's cut into this and try it. I'm anxious to try it. Alright, let me get me a fork. Alright, so we have this one little, y'all can see here, this one little piece of onion here that's not wanting to stay together with my other onion, so that's where I'm going to cut. And I don't want it all to slide over. I want to get just that amount. Let's see. Alright, let's try to get a bite of the whole deal. I don't want to lose any of it. There we go. Okay, this is still going to be a big old bite, but we're going to make it work. Alright, let's get our onions in there. We don't want to lose our cheese. We're going to get our little pepper here. Let me get this camera up here before I get my hands all dirty. Alright, y'all. Oh, see, we're losing cheese and sauce left and right. So this is it. Let's go in for the bite. Okay, y'all. That is fabulous. I'm not just telling y'all that. This thing is good. So good. Even if you like bread, you're not going to miss the bun on this. I promise you. That is wonderful. Those onions, the flavor with that sauce and everything, and even the pepper, I guess, helps add to it because I took a bite of the pepper, but this is amazing. So good. I will definitely be making this again. I'm going to work on trying to get better slices of my onion. Some of that sauce went down my throat, but I got strangled, but that is good. You'll have to try this, especially if you're wanting something good that's low carb. You don't even have to use this sauce. I almost didn't use it because I'm not a big sauce person. I almost just used mustard, but with me showing y'all, I wanted to go ahead and show you the the whole thing and show you the recipe for that sauce and let you know what I think of it. I think the sauce is fabulous. I'm glad I went ahead and tried it. But if you're trying to cut back on your calories and stuff, just leave that sugar out. I mean, it may taste way better with it, but I don't know that because I didn't even add any. And like I said, I feel like the relish and the ketchup has plenty of sugar in it. So, I mean, I give this a 10 out of a 10, y'all. I'm not kidding. Delicious. And it don't take just a few minutes to make it. It don't take that many ingredients. And you can serve this with some kind of healthy side. And this will be a delicious, delicious low-carb meal. Y'all take my word for it. If y'all have ever had this at In-N-Out, or if you've ever made this yourself, let me know in the comments. Or if you do decide to make this, let me know what you think, because I know y'all are going to love it. Okay, y'all. Here's Bella over here. I wanted to show y'all her, but she is out. Y'all can see her barely right there. She is tired. And, anyway, y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.